and gentlemen, Dameon Nelson of the Pro Wrestling Report here with the sensational queen, the sensational diva, the original diva, one of the original divas, Sherri Martel. Sherri, welcome to Milwaukee, and thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule to talk to us and all of our fans all across the world on the PWRshow.com website. Sherri, history is a word that really is something that you have conquered. You are a legend, and there is no doubt about that. I was privileged enough to be at the Hall of Fame ceremony this past year in Chicago to see you get inducted. It was a hoot and a half.
It was amazing.
And I tell you, of all the acceptance speeches, and of course everybody talks about Bret Hart and as great as he is, I think you stole the show that night.
So.
And how did it feel for you to finally get the respect that you deserve and be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame?
I started, when they called me and they told me about it, the first thing I did was cry because I thought that it was over. My career, everything was over. And then I started talking to everybody and said, sure, this is just the beginning of another year. And I said, okay. And so since you put it that way, but I still cried.
Yes, I know.
But it was amazing.
And it seemed like you had a lot of fun up there.
Oh, I did. I had a great time. I started to blast my son from the podium, but I yelled. I started to, but I said, no, just
Sherri, we've seen you teamed with so many of the biggest superstars. You talk about Harlem Heat, you talk about the Macho Man Randy Savage, you talk about Shawn Michaels.
Sherri,
oh, you've been with well, you've managed them all.
Yeah. Oh,
And
you better watch how you phrase this.
I think back to, I know, I'm trying to keep it clean here. I think back to WrestleMania 9, a great moment, where you came down to the ring and interjected yourself in the matchup and attacked the other diva that was out there. It was out in Las Vegas, Nevada, Caesar's Palace. That was Luna Prashant, I believe.
Luna. Yeah, that was. Now see,
and these must all blend together for you.
Yeah, they do.
After being in the business for so many years.
Yeah. No, that because it was that crazy outfit. I don't know what I was thinking at the time that one.
You kicked tail. I mean, you tore it up.
She started it.
And that's one of the things a lot of the fans at home don't realize. A lot of the current age wrestling fans is you are a great wrestler. You were a long-time champion, and you brought it to the ring as a performer wrestler before getting to managing. And I think that the respect is lost by some of our current fans because they just don't realize that. Now, that being said, go ahead.
I just think some the fans this is just the change of a new era. You know, it just changes. You know, from the people that when I was wrestling, you know, that most of those guys, you know, they're grown up now. You know, they were all kids now. But you know, it just changes. You know, different eras, and it just changes.
Your favorite match that you participated in ever?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Not one sticks out, or a series of matches stick out. Your best opponent, your most favorite opponent ever?
All of them.
All of them.
If I chose one, that would take away from the respect that I have for each and every one of them. I had a lot of fun with the Randy Savage with Hulk Hogan. I mean, that was amazing to be a part of that bit of history.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. But Savage, he was just a psycho. Well, everybody knows I'm sure everybody knows, and I'm not saying anything that, you know, nobody knows. Know already.
The divas today, I'm sure you still follow the product and see what's out there. A lot less focus on wrestling and the performance quality of the females involved. Now it's more so what they look like. How does that make you feel, having been one of the people who defined female wrestling?
Well, since I am not the powers that be, then it's kind of sad because there isn't very much women's wrestling. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit tired from the flight there.
That's all right. Are your arms tired?
No, they're fine. But the girls today, you know, they're more of the Barbie dolls.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Without saying a word, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't say anything bad. You know, when most of the ladies that came out of Moolah School and the girls that came and did wrestling when I was there, I mean, we didn't have that kind of problem.
Right.
So we didn't have to go buy them.
Right. Yeah.
So it was just a crazy thing, and I always wondered. China had them one time, and I heard that she had a match with one of the boys, and it broke. You know,
yeah, I heard that. I think she talked about that on Jay Leno or something.
I mean, I couldn't believe that. I guess if I never thought about that kind of stuff because I had them, so I didn't have to worry about it. But can you imagine how that must feel? You're taking a bump and you go down and it And it's all of a sudden you're
Gooey?
sliding all over. Can you imagine?
It couldn't have been fun. It couldn't have been fun at all. Well, Sherri, an amazing amount of respect is what I have for you. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us and our thousands of viewers out there in the global world that we broadcast in. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for, again, giving us a little bit of your time. Ladies and gentlemen, the sensational Sherri Martel.
Thank you, Dameon. Happy holidays.